world below the waves still baffles humanity to this day. Terrifying creatures dwelling in the darkest depths of our oceans are still being discovered, so who knows what could be writhing in the deep. From unidentified sounds to sea creatures of myth and legend to subaquatic paranormal investigators, join us this week on Guttural Frequency as we discuss the horrors beneath the waves.
So, the ocean is a terrifying fucking place.
It is.
It's kind of what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. It's full of Humboldt squids and goblin sharks.
Vampire squids.
But they're like...
Pretty much
jellyfish.
Pretty much any squid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like your thing. If you want to just, destroy Terry's pants,
Just squid.
send him a squid.
Or not.
Through the mail.
Just tentacles. Some tentacles.
No, I don't know.
No.
We're all pretty down with it. Well, not in the, anime way, but we're all pretty down with the tentacles. I am.
I do love
I like tentacles in a way that I shouldn't.
I love tentacles.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess since it's all out there, I guess we're just kind of I'm not going to look for it actively, but I'm not going to turn it off.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, that's probably the safest way.
Deep sea.
So yeah, we're just talking about the deep sea creatures and movies that take place in the deep sea. So there were a couple movies I was gonna watch that I'm gonna just kind of save for another day. Mm-hmm. So Virus was one I was under consideration.
Oh yeah,
but that takes place on the surface.
Yeah,
it's on a boat.
Yeah, which also I really love the movie. I know a lot of people don't, but
I thought it was cool. I saw it in theaters.
Oh, nice. You bitch!
I love the big was he like Hawaiian or the big native guy or something like that?
Oh, the Maori dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah, it was so funny because he was like our favorite character in the movie. Me and my best friend went to go see it. We're like, yeah, the guy's awesome. And then we're like, oh yeah, sweet. And when he died, we're like, no. Billy!
Disappointment!
Oh, wait.
But yeah, I guess we can totally have more the ocean's fucking terrifying. So we'll talk more about it later. But yeah, underwater stuff, mostly underwater. I skipped the Abyss because everyone's seen the Abyss.
It's just too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the creatures aren't really that much of the point of that movie.
Yeah.
So the movies I watched are definitely these creatures are fucking people up underwater. Shablam. So, yeah.
There you go.
But I'll get into that later. Talk about real underwater things first.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to talk about, because I was going to talk about a lot of the unidentified sounds beneath the ocean. And first thing that I found out was yesterday. Have you guys heard of the hum?
Is that like the bloop?
No. Talk about the bloop, but the hum is a thing that people have been hearing. Certain people can hear. It's like 2% of the population or whatever.
Oh, yes.
And it's like this weird humming sound that everyone hears, and it has driven some people crazy. Some people kill themselves because it's just too much for them. And they've investigated it and stuff, and they found that it wasn't like a lot of people think it's like some kind of tinnitus or whatever, and it's like the people who have it don't have, can hear it a lot of the time, don't have tinnitus. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if what I heard yesterday is actually that, but it was discovered a couple days ago that the Earth actually does make a humming sound, the whole Earth. And it's a really low frequency hum, but it's caused by waves, all over the world, colliding with one another and stuff, and colliding with the coastline. Apparently the majority of this sound originates from the Pacific coastline, it's our coastline.
Oh.
So big waves crashing into the coast. And it basically sounds like it's similar to a bell being struck. Like a kind of something resonating. So that's what's causing the sound. And apparently a lot of that sound is also coming from waves in caves below the ground and stuff. And so scientists are actually really excited about this because now if they figure out a way to measure them and use them almost like a location or something, they can actually use that to now start mapping caves and things below sea level and ground level and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty freaking rad.
Actually map more of the Earth below the surface because of this, which I thought was really cool. And of course, if it winds up actually being related to the hum, that would be really cool too, because then they could actually Like,
Yeah.
the Earth is causing people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I got kind of excited. I was like, oh my god, it's like The Happening, but not stupid.
Yeah, I know.
It's the oceans instead of the trees.
Yeah. Making people like lie down in front of lawnmowers and shit.
Yeah, that was stupid. I remember watching that. It's like,
You're gonna kill me in my sleep. What? No. Mark Wahlberg's like, you can tell he didn't take that movie seriously at all. So anyway, on the topic of weird sounds that the Earth makes, everyone, of course, pretty much everyone has heard of the bloop, I'm sure. The bloop is that strange low frequency sound, again, heard down in the southern Pacific Ocean, just off a little west of the tip of South America. Which would actually put it within the radius of what is known as Cthulhu's house, Brillier. Because I looked up a picture where it showed where Brillier is supposed to be and where the sound came from, and they actually are pretty close to each other. So a lot of people for the longest time were saying that, it's like Cthulhu and stuff making sounds, which I thought was really cool.
it's a snore.
Solid, maybe.
Yeah, him sleeping, dreaming eternally beneath the waves. But the bloop actually was identified recently, and it along with a lot of other ones. The one called the Julia, the Slowdown, and the Train are all unidentified sounds. Very similar. You can listen to them. I'll see if I can actually post them to the page later.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Because there's like a YouTube video with a whole bunch of them. But pretty much all of them have been identified as just icebergs scraping along the ocean floor. Because they're just so goddamn big.
Oh, fuck, okay.
And it creates this really, really huge sound that actually resonates like really, really far across the ocean because water carries sound better than air does. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. It's not Cthulhu's, it's just icebergs hitting the ground.
Well, of course.
Or so they say.
Of course it's not Cthulhu, he's still sleeping because he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead sleeping.
His kids and his shoggoths and stuff are all
This
dead.
is Dagon creating a ruckus.
Yeah. He's on the other side, though, isn't he? I think he's in the Atlantic.
Oh, I think
I think
so.
it was because it was like New England, so it'd be like over on the other side.
Yeah.
Kind of Bermuda Triangle area. Which would explain why
That would explain the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, and why Florida is so Florida.
One person listening in Florida. Fuck you!
Fuck you, man. I'm gonna go fuck an alligator.
So that's where Scalies came from.
There you go.
From Florida.
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 That's the name of a state. So yeah, those are the things that I found, and they're really cool. All these different creepy sounds and stuff like that. And then I thought it was really funny. I found something as I was looking this stuff up. I found something about subaquatic paranormal investigators.
Yes, this is
Like
something I
deep
just...
sea ghost hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. There's a lot of wrecks and shit, but...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I almost kind of figured, too. I'm like, oh, why is there can't be ghosts underwater. That makes no sense. But then again, ghosts.
However.
So-
Exactly.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Maybe ghost fish.
Ghost
Ghost
fish.
shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a movie that exists.
People say that there's ghosts
There's
ghosts
a
of
myth.
horses of the Civil War in some of the battlefields and stuff. So,
Yeah.
fuck. So I got this from a Tumblr page called Hell Yeah Creepy Shit, which is actually a pretty cool Tumblr that I didn't even know existed until today. But it's called just Underwater Ghost Hunters, and it says hundreds of teams hunt spooks on land, but the paranormal divers are the only group to take the search for ghosts underwater. The Florida-based team, calling back to Florida, investigates everything from shipwrecks to caves and has run across some frightening phenomena during their time under the waves. A while ago, they spotted a weird unexplained light phenomena in the water under Tampa Bay's Sunshine Skyway Bridge. The bridge has a tragic history, including 200-plus suicides and a 1980 collapse that sent 35 motorists plunging to their deaths. Could the light be related to these awful events? In another investigation, members of the paranormal dive team reportedly heard screams coming from a flooded underground cavern. Intrigued, someone pointed a camera in the direction of the noise and took a photo. First, underwater ghost photo might not look like much, but members of the team claim it shows a ghostly diver's face mask. I'll see if I can bring up that picture.
Shit. Yeah, it could be steel paragolias.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because of the resonance from the cave, right?
Yeah.
And like when waves crash into it, of course, because of how the echoing is going, it might resonate, like a stream.
Yeah,
then,
that's true. Yeah, I mean, like echoes underground can sound like all kinds of weird shit. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
then I guess there's just so much more like stuff floating around underwater too.
Yeah.
That adds
all the debris and stuff like that.
Debris and things.
It could just be anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just them just saying like oh, it's ghosts, like the show Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the tree is moving. It's fucking haunted. No, it's just a wind.
Well, I don't know. Again, it's like you can't really say one way or the other at this point, too. Just like it's something that really hasn't been done yet. So
yeah.
Again, I'm gonna err a bit more to the side of like disbelief and skepticism, but I don't know. People can say the same thing about like our trip last week, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Space Ghost.
Space
really fun.
Just go get interviewed in the space station. It'd be fun.
That's what I say, Bob, when I'm in the shower.
But yeah, I don't know. It could be. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that died underwater, so I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah.